Hello and welcome back to Roses and Relics, or welcome if you're new. Today we're showing you how to host a charming tea party at home using antique china, sparkling crystal, beautiful rose-shaped napkins, and delicious homemade treats that will make your guest feel truly cherished. Every tea party needs a theme, and in honor of the spring season, as well as my love for all things pink, today's theme is roses. Each place setting starts with a ruffled white velvet placemat, anchored with a blush pink charger. Then come the delicate rose-covered plates. This gorgeous antique set is one of my favorites. Next comes the silverware that sparkles under the light of the chandelier. It feels like jewelry for the table. Then I add a touch of whimsy to our delicate teacups by filling them with rose-shaped napkins. Next comes my very favorite part, the flowers. To go along with our theme, I of course choose blush pink and white roses outlined with a sprinkle of delicate baby's breath. The bow-shaped vase they're in is one of my all-time favorite antique store finds. To complement the look, I added these two adorable bow-shaped lamps. I love to mix modern pieces with antique and vintage. Now to add even more sparkle with these Cambridge Rosepoint crystal champagne glasses. I absolutely adore this pattern, and it just so happens to pair perfectly with our theme. I also set up a separate tea cart with a beautiful pitcher and water goblet so that our guests have plenty of refreshment options. Now that our table is set, let's move into the kitchen where my sweet husband is preparing some delicious strawberry scones. To get started, you'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, then add in 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 6 tablespoons of cold butter cut into small pieces. Now that your butter is well incorporated, grab a separate mixing bowl and add in 1/2 cup of heavy cream, 1 large egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then mix everything together thoroughly and set your mixture aside while you prepare your strawberries. You'll want anywhere from 1 to 1 1/4 cups of fresh strawberries diced into small pieces. If your strawberries are on the juicier side, you'll want to add a bit more flour to your dough mixture, as you'll see in a moment that we needed to with ours to reach the right consistency. Once your strawberries are diced, you're ready to mix all of your ingredients together. Next, place your dough on a floured surface and form it into a circle about 1 inch in thickness. Then slice your dough into 8 equal wedges and place it on your baking sheet in a preheated 400-degree oven and bake for about 18 to 22 minutes. And now for what may be the very best part, a lovely lemon glaze that really sets these scones apart. It's super simple to make. You'll want to start with 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then whisk everything together well and brush onto your scones. The tangy lemon flavor pairs so well with the sweet strawberries and adds the perfect amount of brightness. Our next recipe is for one of the most delicious pimento cheese sandwiches you'll ever have. Seriously, they're that good. It starts with 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, 1 cup of Monterey Jack cheese, 1 4-ounce jar of diced pimentos, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, Duke's of course, 2 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a dash of hot sauce. We like Cholula for this recipe, but of course use your favorite hot sauce. And finally, you'll want to add a pinch of salt and black pepper to taste. When all of your ingredients are well combined, set your mixture aside and allow all of those wonderful flavors to come together until you're ready to assemble your tea sandwiches. This pimento cheese is absolutely delicious. It's hard to know if it's the Monterey Jack or maybe the dash of Cholula that makes it so special, but I would highly recommend this recipe to anyone. For our next recipe, we're making classic cucumber and dill tea sandwiches. Start by washing, peeling, and thinly slicing your cucumbers. We enjoy the flavor and texture of these miniature cucumbers, but of course an English cucumber would be more traditional if you prefer that. The beauty of hosting is that you can serve whatever you and your guest enjoy most. Once your cucumbers are sliced, toss them in a colander and sprinkle with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt to remove any excess water and prevent your sandwiches from becoming soggy. Then let your cucumbers sit for about 20 to 30 minutes and pat them dry with a paper towel. While your cucumbers rest, you can begin preparing the delicious dill spread. Start by adding 1 tablespoon of fresh dill to 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. Then add in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of softened, unsalted butter. Then add in a dash of salt and white pepper, and we're ready to mix everything together and assemble the tea sandwiches. Now for the star of the show, the tea, of course. We chose a loose-leaf chocolate-covered strawberry tea to complement our fresh strawberry scones. This tea is absolutely delicious and actually has small pieces of chocolate and freeze-dried strawberries mixed in with the tea leaves. It smells incredible. Now that our tea is perfectly steeped, it's time for the final reveal. Everything has come together perfectly. Soft florals, antique china, delicious tea, and homemade treats. A beautiful setting to gather with friends and loved ones in celebration. Whether you're planning a tea party or other springtime event, we have a few final tips to help you save time and energy so that you can make the most of each special moment. First, prepare what you can ahead of time. Then keep your menu simple but special. And focus on creating a relaxing and comfortable atmosphere. A few candles, some peaceful music, a bouquet of fresh flowers, and a few vintage touches really go a long way. We hope this inspires you to host your own elegant gathering this season. Before you go, don't forget to check out the description box for all the recipes we've shared today. And if you've enjoyed our video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.